Hi. Hey,
Hey
Adam.
Colton, how you going?
I'm great. How are you, Adam?
I'm doing good. How you been? Been all right?
Yeah, we're just doing this thing all day. So, this is near the tail end. We're doing good.
We are here today interviewing Colton Ryan from the Dear Evan Hansen film. Colton, how we going? How we
It's
doing?
great. I love the way you say the movies. Can you say it again?
With
Can
Dear
you say,
Evan Hansen?
oh my God, it's beautiful the way in your accent. It's stunning.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We should
So,
put that. We should
okay,
like we
yeah.
should dub the trailers with that
Do
phrasing
you
of it.
think? Do you think
Yeah,
that would be good? Like, we could
people would
do
be
that,
like,
right?
they'd lean in. They'd be like, I thought I knew what that was, but now I'm not sure. I think I should go see that. You know,
Of course.
of
This
course.
is the joy of having the accent. Well, I don't think I have one, but you
Well,
know,
and I don't think, and I of course have one, and don't think yeah, that's the
exactly.
nature
That's
of the
how it
game,
works. That's how it works.
right?
So, how was it? My first question for you is how was it getting the role of Connor after previously having understudied for the same character? Because that would have been amazing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've said it. It's gilded, man. It's like it's insane. It's like you can't write this stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I don't take that for granted. I mean, it's not normal that. I mean, honestly, there's sometimes even a practice of like not having always the people from the original company of Broadway. As you can see with our movie, and to be, part of that translation is like it's such an honor. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and also I was around when this idea of a film was like a whisper. It was like going around. I mean, I was in the building when people were being like, "Did you hear we might make a movie?" And I was like, oh, "That's cool. I mean, whatever. I'll see it. It'll be great." And I didn't think I'd be seeing it with myself in it, but that's been a. I'm still getting used to that part. So
Of course.
yeah,
Amazing. Like you were
yeah.
so good. Your performance was amazing.
Thank you.
All the applause to you, sir. I swear to God. So good. I was like emotional. It was like I went through a whole thing, right?
I
Went
can't.
through a
Believe,
whole
I'm so
emotional
glad you've
roller
seen
coaster.
it. Wow,
Yeah, it was
nice.
amazing film. We did very well. It's a very good
Thank you.
movie, actually. Really enjoyed it.
Thanks.
Was it was it easy slipping back into the role for the film?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. So when you're understudying, not many people know. It's like you're the guy who goes on the bad days. It's like, oh, they got a cold, they got family, whatever. So when you go on, you're essentially there to, it's not your moment to like take the spotlight and be like, aim it at me. It's like you gotta go and deliver that person's performance. So my good friend Mike Feist, he was the original Connor and was so beautiful at it and was rewarded handsomely for being so good at it. And I was always in awe of just him and his talent. He knows this, so I'm not gushing too much,
Yeah.
but I took so many cues from him in that, and then I also knew it was such an opportunity because when you are in that position that I was, your DNA isn't a part of the DNA of the show. Like you're there, you're operating under someone else's DNA. So to get to come back and someone asked me, like for once, like, hey, what's your thoughts on this scene? What's your, on that song? What do you think? What would you do there? What's your Connor like? I don't know. It was really like something I never thought I'd get the opportunity to do, and also it was a great chance to be able to look at it again and come back at it fresh, which I think we did.
Yeah, 100%. And especially since there was more added for Connor in the film than the musical, what challenges and discoveries did you have? Did you add little things, little traits in? Like, did you hide, subtly put some things in to the character?
Well, there's a whole thing. I mean, there's a new song and everything, and the function of the song is that it's like it's a real redemption moment for him and for the family, really, for the family to be able to see their son who they'd seen in pain for so long, to have a moment of seeing him with a real sense of hope. And so, I mean, that influenced everything. Was that like you don't get that exactly in the stage show. Actually, you don't even get a sense that he may have an outlet that he can be therapeutic with, like music. I mean, that's such a big difference. Is like he's a guitar player. I mean, he's like things like that.
Yeah.
So the writing already kind of gave that for me. It was something to be able to come in and be like, oh, okay, this is as much as it's still fulfilling a role of like of this is the lingering lie over the entire thing. it also was such a gift to be able to, at that ending moment, come back and be like, you know, it's not all darkness. It's not all like rainy clouds. It's even in like when people, you know, really deal with the throngs of depression. It's like there still are some days where you can go, okay, I made it through today, and that's
Exactly.
okay. That's good. That's enough. You know.
Exactly, exactly. That's what one of my favorite things was about the film at the end, because I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, holy crap! Like I was just I was sitting there in awe, just watching. I'm like, wow! Like I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. Like it was such an emotional, like final scene. I thought it was so well done, and you nailed it. I was just like,
Thanks.
it was just so good to see. Um,
Thanks.
what with the movie tackling all these heavy and emotional topics, like what's one thing did you think the film like lived up to normalizing these conversations about mental health?
Oh yeah. I mean, they kept the entire creative team. You know, it's Levinson and it's Benj and Justin and Lack, and they have it so in their bones. You know, this is like a real mission for them. It feels like from an outsider to see what they've done so far, and I think with time too, like it came when they returned to this thing as a film, it just felt like they were so clear. You know, the adaptation was so clear. The pieces that needed, they knew what was like already working so well. I mean, Julianne singing to Ben at the end is like, I mean, it
Yes,
knocks you out. But it's the same as the stage show. I mean, it's like it's just on that couch. It's just two great performers. I mean, duking it out really,
exactly.
and that's where I feel like they were so clear, and they came in with such focus on like what could be different. You know, Amanda's beautiful song, my new song, the whole thing. Like they just came at it with some of these scenes, and were like, yeah, there's still opportunity for growth, and so yeah, I mean, I think they really nailed all the things they wanted to do, and then some.
Definitely, definitely. Um, so one of my another or I have so many favorite moments, but another one was the performance of so many. I'm just like trying to choose, but sincerely me, that
Yeah.
whole was so. I loved how that were writing it down in the letters, and then like you're kind of performing it. It was just it was so good. I was just finding myself just bopping along. Like how was that whole idea?
That's what you want to
How was
do.
that
You bop it. Yeah.
exactly?
Yeah, it works.
Exactly. How was that whole like process to film? Like it was just so cool. It looked so much fun.
Well, I mean, it was wild because it wasn't what I expected. You know, the stage show, it's like the boys dance a little bit, but it's not, you know, the entire second chorus of our version is like a singing in the rain dance, you know, duo with me and Ben. And like, when I got to Atlanta, I was like, what? We have 3 weeks of rehearsal for what? For a full dance? Oh, okay. Okay. You know, I was not expecting that. I think it works. You know, I'm shocked it works because I'm a part of it. So I was watching it and I was like, wow, that's pretty okay. All right,
Yeah.
you're not gonna cut away there. Okay. Oh, wow, great. I mean, I think we like really kind of just leaned into the like you know the zaniness of it all. The sort of
Yeah.
like this thing is, I mean, at its core is kind of like it's deceitful, but like it's these boys who are just actually honestly getting so swept up in this thing that like it's honestly all joy all around. And I
Yeah.
think we like think I think you get that on screen. I'm glad you were bopping along to it.
Oh yeah, it was so because like obviously the show like deals with all these emotional heavy topics, but then
Right.
you have this song that's like thrown in the middle, which is just like so like happy, upbeat. It's just like really just fun to see the dynamic between your character and Ben's character. It was just like and even Jared like
Yeah.
it was amazing. I was just like what. It was a really good like outlet to just kind of escape for just like 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
good, so
Yeah.
good.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So, and the choreography as well. Like, was it difficult to like pick up, or were you just like, no, this is easy. Like, I got
Oh, very
this.
difficult. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say Jamaica Craft is like who I pray to at night. She is like my new she is my idol. She came into it. She's our choreographer, and she very much explained to us early on her like even philosophy on choreography, and was like, yeah, it's as simple as the way you walk. And once we
Yeah.
brought it back down to there, I was like, okay, we can build it up a little. And then she started making me feel good about how I move, and she was like, look at you, I recorded this. Look at you, looks. And I was like, okay, maybe we can do a little more. Okay, maybe we can jump on the
Yeah.
table. Maybe we can. Okay, and she to me is everything, just because I've never felt more confident about that. I've seen myself dance since. Not so great. Under her tutelage,
Yeah,
wonderful. You know, like could not have had a better experience. But yeah, the choreo did not come easy, but it was she made it as easy as possible.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you did great. The whole thing was great. That is all the time we have, Colton. But I want to thank you again for joining me. The movie's fantastic. I can't wait for everybody to see it.
Thanks,
And
Evan.
no worries. Have a good day. Enjoy. Bye, guys.
You too.